wrote it down like on one of the lockers. I was like, hey, this is what it was.
All right, so all right, so we're gonna go to the rules value theorem worksheet. First question I want to go over is number 3, and Irvi, today you're gonna give a shout out to Madeline. When we figure out the right time, we gotta pick a random time, and we're gonna ask them for 10 timestamp.
We need interaction.
Right.
It's called viewing.
I don't know what time in Europe.
Yeah, it's probably like no, it's like probably late.
If you're in West Europe, like Italy, France, it's 6 hours ahead. So right now it is 4.
Oh, 4:21. She's sleeping.
No, 4:21 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I'm oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm like main as far as left and right. Racial left hand. Yes. All right. Take it long enough though. All right, question 3. A lot of people didn't know the question 3, so I want you to look at this question a little bit deeper. Instead of just picking the right answer, I want you to figure out why those wrong answers are wrong. So for me, if you want to score a 5 on AP exam, it's actually very easy. Believe it or not. 1, I look at, every time I give you a prediction of what their AP score is, I look at 60% is their work ethic. Like Chase, very good work ethic. So that's my biggest matrix is person willing to work or outwork. The other 20%, the other 30% is arithmetic. How is the arithmetic skills? Okay. And the 10% is the intuitive thinking. And that 10% intuitive thinking is gonna help you like 1 extra points on AP exam. So I want you to look at this question a little bit deeper to discover why each answer choice are wrong. Now you can pick the right one, but can you figure out why those questions are wrong? Why are they wrong, right? So I'm gonna give you a 30-second look at it, because on first period, there's only 1 student got a right answer, first of all. Only 1 student. And that 1 student is getting help from somebody in this period. And they got it right. So I want you to look at it. Simon, you're just randomly guessing.
Yeah, it's it.
Okay, so anybody says answer, let's say it's Catherine, what do you think the answer is?
I thought it was C.
You thought it was C. Okay, Avinash, what do you think? Okay. Madeline, what do you think? Okay. Jack?
I was thinking C.
Irvi?
I think A.
Okay. Tony? Chase?
I put a B.
That's okay. That's okay. Taiwan?
I'll put a C first.
Vincent? Elaine?
I put B.
B. Okay. Yes. Ethan.
I got A.
Okay. The answer is A. Okay, so not only that is you have to learn how to read those questions very well. So let's talk about how do I read this question. This is the third condition. This is the first condition. There's missing second condition. What is second condition?
It's all differentiable.
Differentiable. So I'm gonna give a question. Where credits to is I didn't create this worksheet. This worksheet is created by a lady never met in my life. I was searching through the online resource of other people already created, and I come into her stuff, and she have all the worksheet already built up. Her website is already taken down, but before she take it down, then because she retired, and I just take all the worksheet. So why reinvent the wheel if she did such a good job? She did a great job. She write exam question better than AP exam writer writes. It won't be surprised for me to hear that she might be one of the AP exam writer. So she's phenomenal. And this question is written so well. Most of people pick B in the previous two periods, and you can understand why, because that's what Rolle's theorem says. Rolle's theorem says f is continuous, differentiable, and f of a equal to f of b. Therefore, there is at least 1 point of a to c, a less than c less than b, that f prime c is equal to 0. Now, with that being said, it's missing one condition, so Rolle's theorem may not apply. So I love the way she write the statement A. She says f prime x may not exist for some x such that a less than x less than b. She did not says will not, because the thing is it may and may not. So may not is actually a good word play of words. A lot of time you don't see may not on the answer choice, because may not is probably the most rare one. So may not exist from some x such that a is less than x less than b, just because you might have a cusp between a and b. So most of the time you can have this, it's fine. But sometimes if you have this, then there's some point it does not exist. So A is definitely the right answer because it may not. B is definitely the wrong choice because it doesn't have the second condition. C, do you understand why C is wrong? Why? Yes, Eden. It's saying line just horizontal. So that is good. So Aiden is really good at thinking you're helping Omar on first period, thinking this question. I appreciate you. And Omar understand it. And f of x equal to 0. What does that look like?
It's just a flat line.
It's just a line on x-axis. So that's not true because I can have any other function but that. So, and that's really easy to disprove that. And f prime x exists for all x. So it did not because it may not. So it's very weird. So the answer is A.
What's the explanation for the last one?
It may not. You can have a cusp.
If it has a cusp, then it's undefined.
So it's same thing like saying A, but it's saying it exists for all x. But the true statement is that it may exist most of the x, but there are some exceptions. Right? Exception is what if the function is not differentiable? Do you always have not differentiable function? No, but there's a chance that you may. So therefore, the D statement is really, really, really good. So I think that this question is written so well. Like I would like this question to 10 out of 10. For me, is the most trap is set up for B. Is they call it trap answers, and for a lot of you guys, like Min, taking the SAT, and who else will typically fall into those answers in this room? Probably Simon. Yeah, that.
Oh,
You know, there was always they write like trap answer. For example, they will write like this: 2x minus 5 equal to 10. Solve for x. Solve for 2x. So they didn't say solve for x, but 2x equal to 15 and x equal to 15 over 2, and the answer 15 over 2 is there, but they say solve for 2x, and the answer is 15.
I think I wouldn't.
Okay, so another trap answer is the scale, like the graph of the scale.
It's like each
Yeah.
space it's like 2 or like.
Yeah, each space of 3, each space of 2, and sometimes you will be the person that fall into that trap. So you gotta be careful when you're looking at SAT, looking at all those trap answers, and analyze like why they are not the answer. You know, I'm not saying they cannot be the answer. It's just make sure that you don't be the first one to jump into conclusion. And the reason why you have that score is because you jump into conclusion too fast. So don't want it. Kind of think about it. Kind of says, well, don't overthink it, but also think a little bit more. Spend 10 extra seconds to process is the right answer, rather than just put it down first. Because once you put it down, it's very hard to go back and change it. So that's the main issue that I see a lot of people have. So yeah, those are type of, on AP exam, there's a lot of those. I'd rather you take your time, spend 10 seconds willing to think about whether it's the right answer. A lot of people pick B here. Anybody pick number 1 for B? Raise your hand if you do. Yeah. And there was a trap answer there. The reason being is, look at this. Are they the same height? So the first one is not. So madam, be careful, because the condition says f of A must equal to FB. And they are not equal to each other. One's higher than the other. So this is actually talk about mean value theorem rather than things like that. So the answer is C rather than B. The last graph, it doesn't make sense because it's a hole, because it's not continuous. Thing is okay? Okay. Thing is so quiet. I never hear you speak before. No. I think this is like first time I hear you say it, really. You guys speak more. Number 2, I got C because there was not differentiable at a graph 3. How do you know a function is not differentiable? Is look at a roller coaster. Do you want a roller coaster to be that way? I would love to put Irvy on those roller coaster. Airtime?
That's subjective.
But what if it's like this, though? What if it's like this? There's no airtime. There's no airtime that way.
You die.
Mr. That's subjective. Because like, if you hate roller coasters, does that mean like all functions aren't different?
Oh, that.
Oh. Okay, so number 4, I got C. The reason you have to rationalize, because when you got your answer square root of 5 over square root of 3 like that, some people say, I don't know what's the answer. The answer's not there. Well, rationalize it, because that's square root on the 3 on the bottom. And number 5, did somebody ask me this one? Take a derivative of this. It's 1/2 minus 1/2 x to the negative 1/2. And 1/2 equal to 1 over 2 square root x. So x is equal to 1. This one's missing the f of b equal to f of a. So Rolle's value does not apply. Then you're going to say, what's mean value theorem? Well, we don't know yet. We're going to talk about it today. Yeah, thank you. Oh,
I
wait.
agree.
Oh yeah, you said for us to remind you to drink more water.
Thank you.
He really is a screamer.
Irving, I'm going to give you a shout out to Melon.
Yeah, no, I'd love to.
Hey guys, all right, today we're gonna give a special shout out to our friend in where's she? Somewhere in Europe, wherever she is. We're giving a shout out to Maddie, Madison. Clap, clap.
Thank you, Irby. All right, so she better know that timestamp. So at this case, the sine of x equal to cosine of x, I just take a derivative. I set it equal to each other. If I set it equal to each other, the only time can happen is pi over 4. So that's that. Okay. This one, make sure you take a chain rule. So you're gonna have x is equal to 0 as well. Last one, you're gonna get plus minus rather than just plus. Don't forget plus and minus. That's also SAT trap. So sometimes they show including the negative if you square root both sides. Huh? It's just 0.
Negative 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Oh, no. I know why. Because it's not, because this, with this, it's in the range. With this, it's in the range of negative 3 to 2.
Okay, so we already
Here,
introduced
it's not
few mathematicians. One is Isaac Newton, invent the calculus. One is Limbus. I think that's how to spell Linbz, Limbus, whatever. So I don't know how to spell it. So those are founder of calculus, right? And there is Euler's number. Euler, his name's Euler, but Euler's number E. That's the contribution. There's Michael rule. Michael rule. Rolle's theorem, which is f prime of c is equal to 0, and this 0 right there, O, you see that O, Rolle's, that's f prime of c equal to 0. Michael rules, and there is Fermat's theorem, the last Fermat's theorem, which is before he died, he created a problem, and he asked people to solve it. He's like, if I'm gonna suffer at a deathbed, then I'm gonna make the rest of the mathematicians suffer. So, and rest of mathematicians spent 300 years to solving a problem, and didn't solve until 1992.
What was the problem?
Was like x to the n plus y to the n equal to z to the n, and solve all the solution n to be true or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. You can look it up. The last Fermat theorem. There are series. So here we solve the problem, by the way. Yeah, it's a to the n plus b to the n equal to c, and so it has no positive integer for any integers greater than 2. And you want to prove that has no positive, there's no positive integer solutions. So Andrew Will in 1994 was published in 1995. He spent all his life to try to solve this problem. What a this person really had no life.
He solved it though.
He did. He did solve it at 1994. But the last Fermat's theorem is created in 1637. He claimed that he solved the problem, but nobody ever find a solution. But so he posed a problem. He says people to solve it. But before he died, and that's Fermat. Okay, Fermat.
Can you solve it?
Yeah, hurry up. Okay, so the one more mathematician that we're gonna talk about is Lagrange.
Oh my gosh.
His name is I think his first name is Joseph Lagrange. Joseph Louis Lagrange. Um, it's not that important that you know the name, but I just want to put some person into the things that happen throughout a lifetime of math. I feel like people don't emphasize on mathematicians. I personally think they are fascinating because they are one of the most creative mind in the world. Without math, a lot of science will not be developed. So science and math work hand to hand. So it's really important that you know that. So I think Lagrange kind of cheat off of Michael because his theorem is 17 something, 1750. This is 1691, so like 50 years later, right? 50 years later, Lagrange take a piece of paper and he draw two dots on it. And I'm going to show you the two dots. And I'm going to have a big, huge incision on my napkin. That's two dots, right? What is the slope between those two dots? 0, according to, I see it's a horizontal, right? The slope of that is two dots. And then Lagrange says, well, there's 3 conditions for Rolle's theorem. I'm going to create my own theorem. And my own theorem basically just tilt the paper a little bit like this. Okay, so the slope is no longer 0, right? Because that's either positive or negative, because you had some type of slope between those 2 points. Now imagine if I draw from this dot to the other dot, like to the other way. So some type of like curve, like connected to the other side. Then I would have some type of tangent slope in between. But imagine that slope between those 2 dots, right? You can evaluate this just using algebra 1. Now, somewhere along the line between those 2 points that's graphing, and there is some continuous differentiable function, somewhere along the line, you're going to have a slope exactly equal to this. Does that make sense or no? Should I draw it?
Wait, say
Yeah.
it again.
Okay, so imagine these 2 points. That's a secant line, right? You got a secant slope. Now, sometimes that you're going to connect this point here. Let's just say a parabola. Somewhere along the parabola, you're going to have exact same slope as the secant line, which is connect those 2 dots. Which is, before it's like this, right? You have this slope of 0 because this 2 dot slope is 0. Now, there's somewhere along the line, there's going to be a slope of 0. So what Lagrange says, hey, I don't need the third condition anymore. I can be like this. And if I have like a curve from here to here, somewhere around the line that there's a slope is equal to the slope of those 2 points. Does that make sense? Okay, let's draw it. Let's draw it. My coordination. I'm a true streamer, just like Hikaru. I don't know. You guys know Hikaru. Nobody know Hikaru? Chess player, chess streamer. He just play chess online all day long. I'm doing math all day long. Except nobody watch me.
I'll watch you. I think I'll watch you.
Okay.
For real.
All right. So imagine that if I have 2 points, right? And the third condition no longer true. So the 2 point does not have to equal each other. So the mean value theorem, this is the theorem, mean value. Mean value theorem. It says f of x must be continuous between a to b. So that's the first condition. Second condition says f of x must be differentiable parenthesis a to b, because it's not differentiable at endpoint. the result, because there's no third condition anymore. He's kind of take from Michael Orth. He says, hey, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna say, well, f prime of C is equal to f of B minus f of A over B minus A. And they say, okay, so let me move this down a little bit slightly. So that the statement says, then there must at least,
There must at least.
okay, how do I say it?
There is at least.
There is at least
There is at least. There is at
one C where f prime of C is equal to f of B minus fa over B minus A. So what is this? This is known as a secant slope. Secant slope is, imagine I have a function like this, right? The secant slope is the red part is here. And this slope is f of B minus f of A over B minus A. That's just a algebra 1. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Somewhere along the line in this slope, you have a tangent slope. The tangent slope is going to be black. And it's going to be this point here, that where this black line has exactly same slope as the red line. It must be at least 1, and that's going to be the C value. Does that make sense? Because before 2 points are equal, so the slope between two lines are 0. So Lagrange says, no, it doesn't have to be 0. It wouldn't work if they're two different heights. It just slope is going to equal to the slope between 2 points. Before slope between 2 points is 0, now slope between 2 points might be some positive number or some negative number. I don't really care. Yes, Madeline. No, it can have a different curve. Let me show you a different curve. Let me show you a green curve here. Can I have a curve like this? How many C are they?
2.
2. Because at this point here, it's going to be the same slope as the red line. Does that make sense? So there are 2 C's, C1 and C2, long as they are not in the endpoint.
Actually makes sense.
I would die after you.
That's a threat.
It's not a threat. I'm just going to be long lived to 120.
I bet you $11.
$11.
I'd probably be like,
I can't wait to collect them.
So you're gonna steal from a dead man, Mr. Gay? You're gonna be a grave robber for $11?
If I die after you, I don't have to pay, right?
yeah.
Well,
No, you have to leave him in the will.
I'll pay you.
By the time he dies, the $11 is probably like.
You have to leave each other $11 in each other's will.
Yeah. It's gonna be worth.
The first thing on your will is going to be give $11 to Donald Yates.
You gotta give me. If I win, you've gotta give me an $11 bill.
$11 bill?
Yes.
Doesn't even
How much is
exist.
inflation? Average inflation right now?
Sure. I'll Venmo you
Thank you. Free.
before I
Oh,
die.
man.
Last second. Venmo to.
It's like people have like the terminal lucidity, like a terminal clarity. It's like he like Venmo's for like
Venmo. Who's this kid? I need Venmo.
All right. So I have this question. I want to see if you can do it on your own. This is a very difficult question. 2 people got an answer, but I will go over the answer. But there's an equation 2 minus x. And it's from between -7 to 2. I want to see if you know how to use that formula. The formula is basically you're gonna do it for derivative first, and then you take a slope between 2 points. And I will find the slope first, and I'll set it equal to the derivative, and I'll solve for x, solve for c. So let's see if you guys can do it. The answer is gonna be some type of fraction, and they are not easy. There are only 2 students got it right last period. I want to see if you guys can get it. How much time I have? 12 minutes. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Are we solving for the C now?
Yeah, we're solving for C.
Is that from -2 or -7?
-7 to 2. So I will find the slope between -7 to 2 first.
Okay.
And I'll take a derivative, and I will set it to that slope of the secant. So I here is slope of tangent. This is the slope of tangent. So basic slope of tangent equal to slope of secant. That's what Ming Bao theorem says. Do you guys remember the shirt I wore like a couple days ago? Has my face in the back. That's my funeral picture.
Jeez.
Huh? It's just funny. I want people to remember me when I die as a funny person. Huh?
Can we match
Wear a shirt.
Mr. Game merch?
Maybe I make more money selling merch than not being a teacher.
This picture's literally of just your face.
And if I outlive Irby, I have net asset of $11 greater.
But that's a long-term investment, Irving. Irving, he's gonna like in a philanthropic act, like donate everything he has to like some charity so that he can't give you the 11 when he dies. He got a sue for $11.
Imagine one day like Irby just suddenly receive $11 on his memo account.
He's like, oh no. I can't come to my house. Bittersweet. No. Yeah. Maybe. The derivative is negative. It's 1 over 2 equals 1/3. Because they're both negative, so I just got rid of it.
Well, that's what I did.
The answer is gonna be a negative fraction. We're solving for C where f prime of C is equal to f of B minus f of A over B minus A.
First, okay, so I just took f of x, right, and then plugged in a and b to get the c. Well, no, because it's just f of b, so I just plugged in the second number, right? So then I got square root of 0. Then I got 2 plus 7, which is yeah, here's 7. And then you get x equals 3, x equals 0. Right. So then you get 0 minus 3 over 9. That's negative 1 over 3 is x. Yeah.
It used to be 0.
You want 0 or
What?
Zero.
What are you
What are you
saying?
doing? This is A and B.
The secant slope is equal to what? That's an easy one. So it'll be f of a negative 7
Negative 1.
minus f of 2 over negative 7 minus 2, right? So if I plug in negative 7, how am I going to get? 3. If I plug in 2, I'm going to get what? So it's a negative 1/3. Now I'm going to take a derivative of this function. Be careful, derivative of this function. What's derivative of this function? This is a tangent slope. Okay, we've solved the secant slope. We whoa 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 whoa. You're about to destroy my computer.
Oh.
Yo, Ethan.
Yeah, that the line needs to be. Yeah. Okay, so what's the derivative of this one? No, 1/2 2 minus x to the what?
Negative
It's a chain rule
negative.
times -1. Thank you. You guys got to know how to take a derivative properly now. You guys should be able to take a derivative of chain rule now. Anybody got this one wrong? I'm gonna get it wrong. Okay, so now I'm gonna set this equal to, so I'm gonna do f prime of c. So that's gonna be 2 minus c to the -1/2 times -1, right? Is equal to -1/3. Now this is gonna be negative power, so it's gonna be -1 over 2 times. I'm gonna use square root because square root of 2 minus c is equal to -1/3. Is that okay? Can I do cross multiply? Well, first of all, I can make both positive, and I can cross multiply. It'll be 2 square root 2 minus c is equal to 3. Solve for square root, so we can square both sides. And I can square both sides. So it'll be 2 minus c equal to 9 over 4. C is equal to 9 over 4 minus 2. Wait, hold on a second. 2 minus 9 over 4. So C is equal to -1 over 4. So it's just a lot of math, but arithmetically, you got to be able to take a derivative. You got to be able to find slope. You got to be able to set each other. You got to be able to solve. Solve equation like this is standard now. Yes.
What's the 7 or B? What's the 7 B?
It doesn't matter if you do B minus A or B minus A minus B or B minus A. You'll get that same exact thing, because it doesn't matter you calculate slope from this point or that point. It's always going to be the same.
It's like the average velocity formula.
Yes, that's like an average velocity formula. So if in terms of average velocity, if you say average velocity is like 50 miles per hour, that means somewhere in time you are driving above 50, and somewhere in time you drive below 50, but there must be a moment you drive 50 miles per hour, just like the average velocity. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because if my average is 50, that means I'm going to drive some above 50, some underneath 50 in order to get the average of 50. And that's what mean value theorem is trying to say.
And that's why it's called mean value, because it takes the average of the two.
Exactly. And it's established by Lagrange, kind of steal it from Michael, because Michael rule. So he kind of like take that. You say, oh, well, it does not have to be two things equal to each other. Any questions? Okay. Your first sheet of homework is already posted. I'll post a second sheet.
They play what? Now you can tell Tony to complain for you.
So Yuri already posted mean value worksheet. I'm gonna post the second one on there. The second one's gonna be review of all the derivative. I feel like some of you guys still need to work on derivative to get better. And at least get familiarized how AP exam will ask you questions. I have a headache. I'm coughing too much. I did drink water. Look, I drink that much water. I'll puke. I hate the taste of water.
What does it taste like? Water. Water is the only taste of
No, I didn't get that.
All right, let's get going. Homework, come on, let's go.
Period. So I probably gave it to you.
Yeah,
I was very scared when I first saw that on Hyperion. At first I thought it was Prometheus, because I confused Prometheus with Hyperion. So I was like, wait, why am I on like the lead team?
Who's Prometheus?
Like, okay, I'm only on like
What
the
is
second-
Prometheus?
What? Oh, that's like the main team in Science Olympiad with like the best people on it. It sounded like you were about to cry. Trees. Forest trees. Look at who wrote this? Elaine. Elaine Martinez.
You can keep it.
I literally have to think about I threw away last year's marks because I got mad.
Why would you throw it away?
Because I didn't place regional and I was so pissed. I threw away my whole binder. So after we made my entire binder, and then for ecology, actually,
Think of how much printer ink you're having to use now.
I know. Don't get me started.
You're having to print so much more stuff. And it's all the same. Trees don't change.
They do taste that.
Well, yeah, but all you have to do is like remove and like you'd have most of it the same. Like
No.
you had so much of it already there, and now it's gone.
You're more welcome to say.
So, like, you know how I messaged you about, like, my grade? Like, right before the quarter ended?
Yeah, that was my fault. I'm gonna change. I think I thought I changed it, but I didn't change it. But I'm gonna make up to you this fall. But you know, they only look at a semester grade anyway, and that you will not get below a D. That's not what I promised you. But I'll make that. But if you want me to tell your parents about it,
No, like, didn't get email yet, but like yesterday, like my parents got email. It was like, your child's first report card. We want to talk to you about it. I thought it was mine, but it was. I was like telling my dad not to worry about it, but then it was my brother's. I'm so scared. I was like,
psych.
Why are you telling me like there's report card? Is there something
Yeah,
you're
but
like,
but I told him to call me if any question. It's my fault.
Yeah, he doesn't know about it yet, so
Yeah.
hopefully never find out.
But yeah, I told him it's my fault. I will change that, and especially like you do all your work, and I won't give any student who do all their work like below a C, and not but also there was a chance for you to pass the AP exam. Then there was a chance for you to get an A. Yeah, I know you will.
Alright, have a good day.
See ya.
pass the AP exam or
For you got to get a 5. Yeah, it's different people, different standard. But you did really low on that test.
I think it was just a lot of dumb mistakes because I made a lot of just basic arithmetic.
But that's okay. We're gonna work that out. Because that workbook, did I give you one notice?
No.
Grab one. Yeah. So those are all AV multiple choice. There's 6 different versions there. If you work through as much as you
AV?
can. Yeah, it's AV, but you gotta understand. 45 question, they are 30 question from AV. Only 15 questions from BC. So you can probably get as many points on AV because you never take AV. So that's the disadvantage you're having. You and Charlie and Yulia had this disadvantage. But you never take an AP exam for it. So it's really hard to do well.
Wait, how come?
Huh?
How come you never took the AP exam?
He take virtual school. Wait, how long?
If I could earn, you said they come home to review.
Don't worry. Just. Do you know where you are?
What?
Do you know where you are on the relay rate?
But 6 and 7, I don't know.
Oh, come on. Then go figure out. That's the time.
Okay, so I have my final thing.
Huh?
And then a spear one. It's like when the surface area is like this much, how much is the ring machine?
Uh-huh.
I have time volume and surface area.
Yeah.
1 minute remaining until.
I keep getting
Well, depend on what they want to find the rate of. So in that question, they want a DRDT, right? And it'll give you DVDT. So you had to take a derivative of DVDT. But you do need to find out what surface area is equal to. In order, you want to figure out what the radius is using surface area. Huh? Yeah, you find the derivative value. Because you had DVDT is given. What? That's derivative of this. Well, that should show you that this is semicircle. And derivative of this is 1/2. 9 minus x squared to the negative 1/2 times the derivative inside is minus q. 2 and 2 cancel out. Over square root of 9 minus.
So I thought for did you do the RH over? Did you do like the summer triangle thing? Or did you over?
No, sphere has no sum of
There
triangle.
you go. So I don't solve for R here. I know. Or what are you trying to find? Surface area? So I first used the volume. So I first used like.
Here we go to the board. Work through all the problems. If you need help, other people can help you, but you gotta start by doing the problem.
Start by finding dr over dt from the volume formula, and then once you find dr over dt, then you can just plug that back in to the surface area formula to find ds over dt. Okay, that's another thing I was so confused about. You guys would just add dr dt, like multiply it.
If you take a derivative of r, you're gonna get DRDT.
Yeah. So like, so do I solve for r here? If you take the derivative of that, so do you how do you say dv over dt? You find it.
Work on it now. You can work on that.
2r dr over dt, because you can't just take the
But for your SAT, you
volume.
must
You gotta
understand
take
all
the
this.
Oh, because it's product. Oh, not product rule. We're just taking the derivative of r.
It's a chain rule, not
Yeah.
product rule.
Just take the derivative of r, so like 2r dr over dt.
Here, I'll pull. So 4 pi. Yeah, it's 4 pi is constant. That takes me a while to figure out. 4 pi is the constant, so you can put a 2 in front, and then you got 2r dr over dt. If you're taking the derivative of that entire equation.
What's up? Huh?
Do you like genuinely understand that?
I'm telling you.
Okay, so you take the derivative, and then you take the derivative. No, so I'm taking the derivative of the entire thing. If I took the
If I'm not sick, I will actually go out there and shoot with you.
You're sick right now?
Yeah, I'm coughing.
find the average velocity. Now, do you know the average velocity formula? Yeah. So plug back into here, plug that back into here, and then plug in the position. Yeah. Yeah. So if I'm taking v equals here, I'll pull up my picture. Okay. So, but
I might need help.
Lakshmi, don't write it for them. Let them write it themselves.
okay. So
Go on the board. Go on the board.
Guide them. Let them do it, but you guide them.
Yeah. Let them do it. Because that's the only way for them to learn.
Yesterday, I had a class. So, like, it was another class to become a tutor. And like, we were doing like examples. So like, each individual in the call had to like do an example of them tutoring, how they tutored. And the lady got mad at me.
Why?
So they were like, it was like a person doesn't know how to do it. So I was like, okay. So I showed them how to do it. And I was like, all right, now you do this, and that's your answer. And they're like, no, you have to make this person do it, and you can't do it yourself. They have to do it.
lock it.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Okay.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So what's the
Like, yeah, that's my class. It's always like that. Is I want a student to do it first, and even if they fail, it's fun.
no the whole problem?
Yeah,
The whole
they got
problem.
mad.
What do you thought?
No, I mean that's how you be a better teacher. Is actually be a better teacher is not solving the problem for them. Especially Shang. Shang will ask you, say, hey, how do I do this? But he doesn't do it. He just what? Then you're gonna say, no, Shang, get a marker and work it out. And he's gonna ask you, says, how do I do the next step? So you think,
Here's the thing.
you know, you cannot just always rely on me to solve the problem for you or think about the next step. You are the one that's taking the test. You're the one supposed to think of what's the next step. And that's a problem with Shang. Shang will always ask you to, you know, what's the next step? And you'll finish your problem because with your assistant. But what, yeah, but he think he knows it after that, but he doesn't.
I wanted to find out R ones for the sphere. You want to get rid of as many unknowns as possible. So
Let him do it. Let her do it. Use a marker.
4 over
Right on the board.
Oh.
Right on the board. The board's magical. I swear. You got smarter if you touch that board a lot more often. That's why Yuri is not touching that board. Yuri just copied down whatever's on the board. Huh? It is. It has spirit inside. You know, you ever seen that movie, The Spirit Way? But yeah, it has a force spirit inside. It has all the people past experience that installed in them.
Now, what are you gonna do?
You could erase this from yourself.
Yeah, that's actually funny.
What is was number 2 or 5 or 8 by?
Yeah.
So do whatever you
I
guys
guess the surface area formula. Everything else I did was
Well, you gotta know your surface area formula then. Surface area formula is a derivative of what?
circumference.
No. You idiot. It's a value. You take a derivative of value and you get a surface area.
So I can talk about my variable. I've got it. You can't just say R. That's wrong because How do you do? If I had take the derivative. You wouldn't. Take the derivative. What's the derivative of r cubed?
That's the wrong one, bro. I think yesterday. You sent me the one from yesterday. Bro,
Yeah. Do you understand that though?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Wait, actually, like,
Thank you.
you gotta be like,
Yeah. No, I was just okay.
yeah. Change.
Is your knee feeling better?
Yup. I went back to practice on Tuesday, and it was like a gym day. And we were doing heavy squats, and at first it felt like a little unstable, but then I just kept doing it and it got better.
I think that sounds pretty scary.
I do like that musculation.
Wait, you already have ACL surgery before?
No. I put my MCL here.
Oh my
I
god.
wore a brace for like 2 months and it kind of recovered. It was supposed to be 3 months, but my body's a bit different. What?
Do what the doctor says.
My body is built different. The doctor said I feel
I don't think, sir, I'm just built different is an excuse.
No, because like, the doctor told me that I healed a month early. Like, I was a month quicker than the doctor told me.
Oh, sorry.
Some people
Your
just feel
Honor,
like
I'm just built different. Ergo, I cannot be guilty.
No, no,
If anything happens,
so let's just walk through because I think I know what you're doing. It's weird, right?
I don't think
So
it's
at the
weird.
end of the day,
Well, the problem is you don't swear.
what am I?
Small detailed things. You have to understand that's gonna cost you SAT points if you don't like being really mindful on what you do.
You just gotta memorize something else.
I think you make some mistake on the last one.
You just gotta memorize it, memorize it. Okay.
No, on that test. You forgot to
Do you
spoil it.
understand the reason why?
Yeah, well, 1 and 3.
Yes. Why I use this area equals. So that was purely to find R.
Could you have done it with volume?
If it,
Oh no,
No.
because the surgery is 60.
yeah. So like, if I just use my, if I only had my volume, but I didn't have my surface area, I wouldn't know what R was. I couldn't solve the VR because I didn't know what this. If that makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Solve, you can solve it, solve it.
I don't know.
Nah, you do, you do.
No, you're gonna do it, Yuri.
I will, but try.
Just do it and fail, and then people make fun of you, and then you get back up. Then just redo it again. You want me to teach you how to shoot?
Huh?
You want me to teach you how to shoot?
I need it.
Mr. Yates, like, hey, you're really bad at this. Come on.
Me too. Do you like push off this part or this part?
No, you try to only the tip of the finger.
You roll it or like do you like
Only
push
tip
it?
of the finger. You're not supposed to touch any part of this palm.
I was
Like-
at first I was doing like I passed like through this part. I was like kind of like pass into it.
And you're trying to find VR.
That's gonna flat your shot.
That's why I kind of go like this, like straight. And then like hit-
Those are Instagram people you can follow.
man, that's
You
what
follow
Instagram.
Yeah, I do. I watch a lot actually. You can you can learn so much thing on like social media. I think people use it for the wrong
Yeah,
reason.
just do that first.
Like
Do that first.
I watch a lot of motivation speaker in social media,
Yeah.
and I watch a lot of basketball. I watch a lot of math. Like only sometimes I watch leisure things, but most of the time I watch like cool stuff. I really like Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's really funny. And because a lot of people want to cancel like Joe Rogan, but Joe Rogan interviewed Neil deGrasse Tyson the best.
VR.
Yeah. So Joe Rogan, like you know how like he's like people claim that he's conservative and like want to get him canceled. But for me, I look at a lot of things he said, like especially on an interview between him and Tyson, Neil deGrasse Tyson. They are really great interviews. And Joe Rogan is actually he's an MMA fighter, but he knows a lot of stuff. He knows like a lot of stuff, even like science stuff. He knows quite a bit.
What?
Yeah, but he interviews some smart people too. He don't just interview like some like, you know, like against vaccine and stuff like that. He's really big on against vaccine,
Now,
and so yeah. Yeah, I believe in vaccine. I think it's a stupid to just take a chance, but they think there's something inside the vaccine
and then you just hope.
that is a mass conspiracy theory that they just want to inject people with certain things in there. I do see some truth to it, but I don't know what they inject to it, and I don't really matter if it's gonna cost me less sick than it is before. Then I probably would choose to believe it
What have you heard?
rather than not
The
believing it.
different-
But
Let me
definitely, government lied to us a lot of
Let me
things,
easier.
about a lot of things. Like for example, like we go into Iraq for what? They had massive weapon destruction, and we just go destroy the whole country, just because Bush lied to people, says that there was a world mass destruction
Wait, the
there,
answer. Wait.
but there was nothing there. Yeah, but it's like all about money. It's like such a
Oh, I simplified. now.
America is such an evil country.
I simplified.
Huh?
It's-
No, I mean, even Republicans say so. Not only like Democrats. Like a lot of Republicans say the same thing,
it's 30.
and it's not just only Democrat thing. It's a mass agreement. Everybody.
Man, how would you answer this?
You
I
okay?
have this on a survey.
That's correct. But remember, cannot make that mistake anymore.
Oh.
You are okay. So SAT score, it doesn't really matter in sense of in the long-term growth. You can go to any school and still become a student. And not necessarily you have to go into this school first, this school. No such a thing. If you run the outwork, but you had star fix those foundational stuff, and this is stuff that is going to be shown on SAT and it's going to show on physics. Guess what? MCAT has physics. So you have to learn how to do it eventually. So let's do it right from now on, and don't worry about. I want you to not worry about it. Just try your best. Everything you do, try to be very precise, very methodical, with very foundational building, and try to do that. And try to focus on it. Huh? Go ahead. Yep. That's good.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You take in derivative and you plug in
Right, if you just
two.
divide it.
Wait, hold on a second. Oh yeah. Yeah. You plug in, yeah. Because you know how to do it.
Oh shit, whoever I did that wrong, I'm sorry.
Laxmi, why you are the one holding the marker?
No, but I did it right. Did you get 12?
Obviously,
Square
10 over 8. 10 over
But you have 4 over
10 over 8.
It's 4 over 20.
Yeah, 10 over 8.
Do you have one?
Yeah. I'm gonna finish.
Lemon. Me? I think maybe because my son was taking it. Oh, that's me. Oh my god. All right, fine. I'm gonna put it here. Okay. Thank you.
I get cops a lot. You.
But I don't think cough drop cough on cough though. I don't think cough drop coughing.
They help with like dry throat.
Yeah, I think it was.
SGA, there's nothing to the number 4B.
You guys want to do it again?
Is that
Yeah, do it again. Lock it, lock it.
I think it's 1/8, not negative.
But why wouldn't it be negative?
Oh,
Because we did the
is the angle getting bigger or getting angle getting smaller?
like the logic part or did I do
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You do math wrong and logic wrong.
Like, why is it not positive and negative?
No, why isn't it negative? Because
Yeah.
oh,
Wait, what? Someone shoved me in the chat and then sprayed water on me. Did they? Yes.
Wow.
I filed a witness statement. Did you? Yes. And Miss Edie was there beforehand.
Right, so it's 10 over.
Is a water gun or what?
No, a water bottle. Someone, he's apparently been also doing it to other people, but he shoved me in the chest, which I'm not happy about.
Yeah. Okay, so
It's okay. You reported already, so you will probably never do it again.
Word already? You just
What? I thought you just said you reported him.
I don't know. He's going around. I don't know how. And I just wanted to okay.
yeah,
That's your brother?
Yeah.
How old is he?
We're twins.
Oh, really? I thought he's younger than you.
No, he's actually 19 minutes older.
Oh, okay.
I know. I didn't realize. Yeah, I was in a
yeah, area is just and think about it. It's
I thought that was like a normal thing in other people. So yeah, I was like 2 minutes. That's such a long time. I'm like, no.
Okay.
Yeah, the key section you would think about just like take it out, right?
Yeah, well, it was like emergency because like because he wasn't a C-section. I was.
Oh, you were the one after. Okay.
Yeah.
anyways, this question doesn't make any sense anyways because we went into
So you refused to come out.
I guess so. Yeah.
You're being stubborn.
I was being stubborn.
Wait, how many?
I don't want to get out.
Oh, you spelled for area.
And they cut it open to get you out. My son is very stubborn too. He's rolling around too much inside the building. And then the belly cord like starts choking him.
Oh no.
So he almost, huh? Oh, really? Yeah, so the belly cord choked him.
Have surgery when I was first. How come I don't rate a lot negative when I first came out or something? I'm not sure.
So my wife had to, they asked me, it's like, okay, we need a surgery right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean? It's not due yet. He's like, no, we're gonna take care of it right now.
No.
Because his oxygen is getting lower and lower.
Oh, that is a
I'm staying with this room, so.
He's on the due time. Maybe 2 weeks off.
Yeah. That's not a good key. So I'm saying like
Can you pass me the eraser?
so.
Yeah.
Have your equation, right? You don't have to do all that. You can just say what is my here. Yeah, you got. Oh,
Velocity at what?
so then
No.
surface area.
You want to find out when does it reach the ground first, and then plug in the velocity equation. Because at impact, you need to know the time.
You can just solve.
So that
first.
means H or
You
T
can
has
just
to equal
prove it.
0.
Oh.
And that could be a SAT question.
What do we do wrong here?
Like each side.
I don't know.
So maybe L. Yeah, I just did side. Like this is.
Ethan, can you help out them? What they did wrong? Why they get supposed to be positive 1 day, not
But
negative?
wouldn't the angle be getting smaller anyways?
No, the angle's on the top.
Yeah, it's this angle.
That's what I said. And then he said,
The angle against the
yeah, I read because I'm right.
Wait, they do the same, right? Never mind.
I did the same thing.
Then Vincent, you should get that question wrong. You guys should do 2 bad things, and they kind of cancel each other.
Why do you I didn't add the decimal on the side. Can you take the derivative of like just try to take the I think the problem you're maybe having try to take the derivative of that equation.
I can help you with that if you need it.
The surface area equation. You try to take the derivative of that.
Okay, so we need to put the height
Or
and
try to take the derivative of
I'll call it man and I'll call it.
do you not have to do that?
Needs to be tall for
What?
Saying that we have two
Yeah, but
It is
only
very
one
good.
of them is legit. Because T cannot be
And then
negative.
you do.
DS.
So you have to factor it correctly now.
Okay, what something super simple.
Then how come you didn't wear toga?
But I like wearing clothes.
And I don't think white is your color. Because it would be, that's why I said it. It'd be funny if you wear white. I've never seen you wear white before. You always black.
It's just easier to wear black. Like spilling thing on Tuesday.
You just feel things all the time. Because I've never seen you wear white. It's be odd because your brother's hoodie.
No, it's Shelly's.
Oh wait, what time is it?
Wait, so each will be a rule book.
Oh yeah, and my brother's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why you don't want to wear white? Because you don't want to stain?
It's also easier. Like I don't think about what color you guys like.
That's actually funny if you wear white, like pure white.
Thank you.
Can we take a look? Yeah.
And then now you have
What's the retake?
I want you to work at it and
so now solve for
um,
d over dt.
What do I?
there is a next test is optimization.
Because you can
But maybe I'll give you, I'm thinking about how do I make a grade better. So let me come up something and let me come up a plan for you guys. Maybe an extra question, I take home test and then let you actually work on it to get better. But only apply to people who do all of it. Not the people who don't do homework.
And then, so what are you trying to
I'm gonna be.
How fast is it?
What happened?
No, I got DECA.
and
Deca?
what would represent
it's a business
the
program.
relationship between
Bro.
Aren't you president?
I am president.
the shadow and the pole?
Wait, so it'll be next week?
So Lakshmi is like President Hugger. That's what they call it.
President what?
President Hugger.
Yeah, nah, state president. I got.
That's the length.
Green Club, we're resuming golf season over.
So he's moving this
Oh,
way.
BB
He's
Club?
trying to-
Yeah, it's just like it's.
Lakshmi, don't get me started. I have no respect for vegan club.
I do
No
it,
respect.
I do.
No respect. Go away.
And then you can.
No respect.
And then you can take the derivative
I love
of
it.
your answer.
Vegan ally club, not vegan
Yeah,
club.
Green Club.
No, you're not even vegan.
Yeah, we got meetings in the club.
Oh my god.
It's AJ.
I have no respect whatsoever.
Don't erase that, please. Yeah.
It did help a little bit.
I think so. What was your name?
Thank you.
Thank you.
32.
Huh?
The answer to
The last one is when I reached the impact. No, it's not one though. Back it up.
Number 6, 25/3.
So you back it up. So you backed out negative 8.
Awesome.
This one is negative. This one is negative. Okay? Look, it's not gonna get negative 8t if you have negative. It's supposed to be negative on the 10. And because you want to get negative 8t. It's okay. Fix it now. So t equal to 5 rather than t equal to what? And t equal to negative 1 doesn't make sense. Learn how to factor because the factor is going to be on your SAT test. Nathan, you're slacking too.
What do you need?
You gotta
I'm doing it.
50 on the test. Mm. Brenner can relate.
Like, I don't know. Like the one question that I misread the less sign for greater sign. How did I do that?
Yeah.
And we're keeping the test, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Min, are you skipping class? Not writing a pass. Because he's gonna be like, this is the proper way to write a pass. Hello? Can I order one order roti with extra bread in there? Yeah, yeah, extra piece. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. 321-438-0000. Min, you gotta go. I'm not writing it down. Yeah. Okay, man. Yeah, that's why I can't really stand it sometimes. You can have. I can't stand when like some people tell me to write a pass. Fine, get me in trouble. Tell him Mr. A doesn't give a shit. See what he thinks. He's gonna flip. He's gonna flip. I don't follow the rules. Fine. Rules for me to break.
Students should now be back from A level.
Ugh.
Please release your students for B1.
So, oh. How are you?
Good, how are you?
All right.
Seriously, another quiz we're not reading. Do you remember hacking machines? Like how to do this? I didn't know.
Now when I was driving back, there's police over there. Next time, don't climb through my window.
Oh, if I saw a police officer when I walked out, I wouldn't. I'm not stupid. I'm gonna climb to the window as the police officer is watching me.
You'll get so much in trouble. Don't do that anymore. Wait a minute, I'm gonna be back.
I've only done it once.
You could get suspended for that.
I think you'd get fired before I get suspended.
That's another issue too. Well, it's not my fault. I left my window open.
So is there an easy answer, like, to describe like power rule but for integrals? I remember the power rule uses the triangle.
Triangle. That's fine.
So is integral also use that sort of? Or?
Oh no. That's a good question.
If you just go like that.
Oh, hey, yay.
Honestly, that'd be a dumb way to get suspended though.
Huh?
That'd be a dumb way to get suspended.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how do you get suspended? I climbed through
Through
the
the
window. Actually, I did get in trouble before. Somebody climbed through a window before.
Yeah.
So what happened was the principal was walking through the hallway,
Yeah.
and they climbed through this way. And I see this a day later. I see this email to like whole faculty. It's like you should not let student climb through the window. It's against school insurance policy.
As long as it's not as bad as the robotics teacher.
Oh.
Bro engaging the students every single day.
Well, he's not here anymore.
Yeah. He left before he get fired, right?
No, I didn't. I heard he's a cool guy though. I saw him. He's
Yeah,
like,
I had him
very
like
chill guy.
for the first week, and then I dropped him in class.
Why?
I didn't want it. I think I wanted bio instead, AB bio. And also because I was the only girl in that class.
Oh,
Okay, you need help, right?
that's a
That's what it'd be like in STEM, though.
not necessary. It's engineer, no, only engineer.
But like it's a male-dominated field. Like you can't deny it.
It is.
It's pretty much everything though.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Patriarchy.
Well, be the exception.
Well, yeah. I'm not going into anything other than STEM.
Which kind? You want to be a doctor? Oh yeah, you can ask.
Not funny. I can't be a doctor. No, I don't want to. I don't want to work at a hospital. Like,
These past few
Pharmacist?
No.
Pharmacist?
no. I think. I think I'm gonna go into architecture, but I'm questioning it
Okay, so someone wants
because it's like
Interior design.
they have long hair.
I like interior design
And have a
too.
You can design stuff.
I used to say I
say
like architecture too.
Like my sister was a physical therapist, but she loved interior design, so she formed a company. Like she's actually managing. Like she's so high up in the physical therapist, and they become like manager of the department. And then when she had kids,
8 years old or something.
she formed his own company, interior design company,
No,
and she just design people's houses,
Back on me.
and she does a very good job.
Yeah.
She didn't even get a degree. She's
That's so
real fun. People pay her for it because she did a good job. You don't really need a degree actually. You're good at what you're doing. Oh Jesus, I have this mess of headache from coughing too much.
I'll mute.
I say two.
Okay.
That's the second highest.
I'll figure it out.
Honestly, that's actually super true. It's only
Architecture is very male dominated too.
sometimes like just like like limits and stuff.
Can't touch the other.
Literally, that's the second thing.
It's just
Stick your pencil to it.
It's such a
just
weird,
so much schooling.
such a weird.
I'm
group.
like just.
Like you'll have a literally
Is
like
it
old
like
girl, 18-year-old high school,
Once.
sitting next to like a 6-year-old kid.
Sometimes I don't think school's worth it, to be honest.
I do too. That's exactly why I'm considering my options.
So what would you want to do if you don't go to school?
Well, I'm thinking I'm gonna go to school. Like I know I'm gonna go to school. It's just like further education other than like a bachelor's, you know?
Oh yeah,
You did?
I don't think that's.
Because like, there's no way I'm not going. Like that'd be disappointing my parents and myself.
I don't think so. I think. Well, it depends on what you want to do. Like a lot of things like doesn't need a school.
Very smart. Your parents did that.
Maybe I open up a flower business.
They're private tutors the best.
They are profitable, but
Yeah.
they die so fast.
I think it's
So
like
how do you
8
be
times.
profitable if they die
8
so
times per
fast?
hour. So each one is $50.
Maybe you grow them yourself. And then you can use the place that you grow it as a place of income because then people can come and visit the garden
He literally is twice.
for a fee. And then they can also buy flowers there for money.
So you want to be like Austin? You want to be farmer?
No, don't compare me to Austin. No, I just thought.
Imagine that'd be cool though. If I think like, but it's really like, how do you grow it where, or maybe like organic type farming
No.
that has no pesticides.
Because I know like we don't have like any flowers gardens really. We have like sunflower things. In Orlando, I'm just saying. We have like
Yeah.
a sunflower field. But I've always wanted to go to like a flower garden. There's like none here. I'm like, what if I just make it myself?
Not a bad idea.
Makes me nervous.
It's not gonna be easy, but it's not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
I probably enjoy doing that a lot. School first, and then I'll decide about it.
I didn't get a business degree. Ever think about that? Let's go to management. Boss people around.
I don't know.
You can probably pretty good at it. Boss people around.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
Bossy. I see you older toning around. And the cousin, yeah.
Smaller one.
You go through this. You go through this.
Well, I think
Being a boss is hard. Not everybody have that personality. Like Matthew, I don't think he's gonna.
He's too passive. He'd be like a boss.
You can never be boss.
I'd love to be a boss. I'll figure it out though. I'm still young. I have time. Stop making me think about this right now.
So random.
No, no.
Yeah, you can have a tangent on there. I'm not saying that. It's just one of
you
people.
can't.
But
Yeah,
I'm just glad. I feel like it would be better for me to go to school first because it's like not only it's like good for networking, it's just the basic thing. It's like in Florida we have white teachers and everything, so it's like so much better.
Why not?
Yeah,
And socializing too, like make a lot of friends.
exactly.
So that's not
You
bad.
go to school first, and then I'll figure out exactly.
Beta, do you find out your mistakes?
Yeah. I messed up because the area would not have been negative at that point. So at 6, the area is still positive. Yeah.
Wait, for which one? D?
Yeah.
It was it -4 to negative?
Yeah.
It
It was negative 4, -2, and then it was looking at 10 to 12. It wouldn't be 6 because from 6 to 2 was above. That's wrong.
1 and 2.
Said that you should your head know. Okay.
Wait, well,
I'm talking about other questions.
Oh, my remix. No, I don't know what I was doing.
Oh, man, that was really
I
bad.
really think I had like a dent in my head. Maybe like a little.
Drop it when you were a kid.
Yeah. Or maybe like I had like a little.
You should ask your mom. Did you drop me?
She dropped my sister in like an Indian temple parking lot. Sewer.
How do you even know?
Oh, sewer?
Sewer.
No, it was in Liverpool.
Uh huh.
It was in parking lot. It was like
yeah, because it's broken.
That's kind of.
I love Wordland. Good food.
she just told you.
Oh, okay.
So this one's B.
I wonder if my parents dropped me.
My parents probably dropped me.
I mean,
Or I probably just like fell.
You probably been dropped.
That's kind of foul.
Yeah, like that was. The ribbon was dumb. Then the circle, I just didn't divide it by 2 because I did from 6 to -6.
Yeah, they divided by 4.
Yeah, because it's only a quarter of the circle. Yeah. And then the bottom, I
You're always too rushed to make decisions.
Yeah.
You're too rush.
yeah, I'm
No.
bad at making decisions.
No, you're just too rushed.
But it's like I
You're
got
not
the
bad at making decisions. You're not good at time management.
Yeah, you're always like,
Sustainable time management.
how'd you do on your SAT?
Shoot, that comes up
What's your
on,
math?
out on Tuesday.
So really, what I gotta do right now
That's
is
awesome.
I could super score, but I want to get higher in my math. But my reading has gone like even terrible. Like it went down from last time.
I hate reading, bro.
So like, if I can, I don't need math help. I need reading help.
It's like,
My math.
Yeah, your math is fine.
My math is fine, and that'll keep going.
what do you mean I gotta be good at
So,
English
I
too
think
for my college
Maybe you need
aptitude?
to go back to like 5th grade.
Well, you're talking to a 4 percentile.
I don't know. I don't think Mr. Ye can
This
help
is
me
so
with that.
unfair. Like, you got into UF because you didn't have to write an essay. If you wrote an essay, we'd be like,
Hey, you know
it would sound
what?
like a second grader wrote it, bro.
No, he doesn't remember.
I want to go to this school really bad.
I can write good essay. Like good content, not good grammar.
I just easy reading passage. I need an easy reading passage. Like I need to break. Like, so when you
What's your reading score? Do you break 600?
That's fine.
Is it high 600s?
yeah, it's like really. It's like I literally my high school.
Then you're good. What are you rank?
Okay, that's fine.
Super school, I have like 14, 15, 14, no, 15. Yeah. I don't know where you.
Yo, what?
1450. 1440. That's fine. That's good enough.
No, it's not. I need to get higher, but I can get higher because I can improve my.
Oh, you want to go to Duke?
It's because your hoodie.
Oh.
You always wear that fucking hoodie, but it's...
No, but I want to get.
What's your dream school? You have a dream school?
And I can.
It's so weird. Like scores depend on test score.
Well, I have a lot of other stuff I'm doing, so really only really need that test scores. No. To be honest.
Armin!
Stop yelling at him every time he comes in.
I just want to give him proper greeting.
I don't get that greeting.
Because you're not Armin. You're not called Armin. Armin just got like hair like me. I respect him.
It's kind of mean.
Me too.
It's not mean. We're alike. We're twinsies.
He's talking about your hair. Like the thing back.
It's better than trapezoid hair.
Stop! That's so...
I think he hates me after that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I look, he didn't even know his name.
Cairo.
Yeah, like I was going. I think I was talking to Min. I was talking about who everybody in our DC class, and then I named every single person that used to. When I was like, wait, I don't know.
It's kind of quiet too.
I mean, if I, me personally, if I had to, probably wouldn't settle for because
Sometimes on some of the packages,
I don't know anything about it.
It's the Trapezoid.
13 minutes. Like
I was just calling out the obvious.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the problem is I'll be stuck on 2 problems.
It was like literally like this.
Questions will take me like a long time. So I instantly want to stay on those things.
Yeah.
See, Matthew doesn't want to be mean. Matthew is such a nice person.
This one can't be me.
Can you try to be mean?
This is where I'm gonna have time. So we can be able to.
Says, Veda, you're stupid.
Oh, the only way Shelly is mean is if it's like passively, like Shelly messes with your
What's the
head,
worst thing like you see Matthew Sheldon did?
throw pencils at people
Really?
all the time.
Oh, the worst thing I remember Charlie did is
That's my goal too, but
he's laughing about penis.
Oh,
Because we're trying to get this kid laugh. His name is Guile. So Guile doesn't laugh. He does not smile. Do you know him? He does not smile.
like he pointed at everybody down. Like 3 seconds. Yeah, okay.
look at penis wing.
But Guile did not laugh, right?
There is a point where they are.
He did not laugh. He did not smile. He just looked at you like disgracefully stupid.
Bro, I can control my laughter all the time, but then when I'm not supposed to laugh, all of a sudden like I need to laugh so bad.
They have to be careful. There's only one spot where that where the mean value here.
I love that kid. Now come think about it. He doesn't smile. He doesn't laugh. He just, and it was such a my life goal to make that kid laugh. You know, like only time he laughed, only time he smiled,
Exact point where they are.
is he tripped the fire alarm at a library.
Yes.
What? He's
Remember,
like,
during the mock test,
Oh.
it took like 10 minutes. And
Yeah.
bro, that was so annoying. Oh my
And
god.
I was like, of all the things you do, this is the most
right.
disappointing
They
thing.
can't have- they
And you
can't be-
smile. You just walk away.
That was
It's like,
so
I'm sorry.
annoying, bro.
Huh?
That was so annoying.
Are you thinking of it for?
Yeah, I was kind of upset. But there's nothing you can do.
That was so annoying. So go through this point.
Huh?
And then if you can use it, I'll be like.
No, it's because it wasn't. It was just like annoying. I was like, bro, when are we about to start this exam? I want to go back home.
Alright, I got
Oh, headache.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just.
I hate practice exams, low-key.
You got better after that.
We don't trust the method.
So good.
But I think. I don't trust. It's not. I don't trust your method. I don't trust this line. I'm not. There's a problem though. The parallel one.
Sydney, you said next week has a big thing on theater. Grace, you're in there too?
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
I'm in the cast, but not really.
What does that not really mean?
It's the show. I'm a very small role. Yeah.
In Sydney, you have small role too, or you
No,
big
I'm
big
stage
role?
manager.
Oh, you
Yeah,
are.
big
Oh, you're the
backstage.
boss. You control everything, light and things.
No, that's Chase. He's in the tech group.
Case.
Chase Marshall.
Oh,
You about to
okay.
say no?
I was like, no. I will not want my kid to control lights.
I'm in
I was about to make
He's
it a whole
gonna be
job.
like,
I was playing tennis and like Tony and like I don't know. I think
Tony Chase.
Chase. And then Chase takes off his shoes, right? And he's
Oh,
like
his
running around the court with his feet everywhere. And I was like, bro, this is insane.
His slides are so
He's
fucking
so
goofy.
his sandals so funny.
Yeah.
Like, barefoot running
He
around.
has like such feminine slippers and he always walks in
But
with these.
no, it was kind of funny because he's kind of short, so like his feet like they look kind of like stubby and short, so it's like funny.
Sorry, that's there.
Yeah, that's actually.
It's probably just bad.
I love Chase though. He's awesome.
He's shy.
It's one of my favorite students.
Yeah, he tries hard in your class and he's like.
And he just
Stick
laugh.
around, yeah.
he just laugh all the time. And he always like, I thought the lap dancing is pretty funny. To Anthony, that was pretty funny.
Dude, Anthony was so mad.
And the video. Bro, I don't even.
What is it? And what is here's
I don't know. You were here, right?
Yeah. It's a little tip.
Wait, what happened though?
Don't worry about it. No, but I feel like Chase, he's always able to help other people too. Like he knows what he's doing.
Huh?
Like in cap. Like you don't even.
I knew he could have done it last year too.
I also think it's because of you that he wanted to, you know. Because like looking at Calc AB, like nobody wants to take this class.
I make this class fun.
Yeah,
Sorry, man.
Oh yes, but like
it's hard.
before they know, you know.
Oh yeah, before they know you, like Loki.
I don't really know. But, okay.
I think there's a lot of AB kids drop out because I was kind of like, I have like stern face, right?
Yeah, you have a certain face. You're kind of scary. You're just like yelling at everyone all the time.
Did that scare anybody?
I was
maybe?
scared. I was scared.
No, the first
Did
time
that scare
I met you
anybody,
when I
maybe?
came in this class, you were talking about sex.
Oh,
I don't know when I came in your class. I think it was
I'm-
Secant X.
Oh,
thing.
Secant 10.
Probably that. Like it was like the first time I ever came in your class. It was like
yeah.
2 years
No,
ago.
I can't.
was like, and you were like all funny. And,
Like the first days of school, like I did not want to go to
I'm not
class.
used
I
to
dreaded
it.
going to your class.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't want to go. Cause
I had the first period. I woke up to this.
I had and then I went to But then it got better after like a month. After you finally put us into the groups, I think that's when I finally was like, oh, this class is not bad.
So you're glad I put you in group with
Yeah.
Deborah and.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait, do you know Deborah beforehand?
No, I didn't know either of them.
Oh.
Created that friendship, and now look, both of them left me.
Yeah. Yeah, just from the picture.
And who I have now?
And I
Wait.
you really-
That's Edison.
Oh, I do too.
Edison is pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
She really makes the class though. I think between Edison and Deborah they make a good
They made it. Yeah, there's like
a good chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten closer with
Because all that side of group is very quiet. Nathan Armand's very quiet.
Pretty sure.
And the Devin, it was kind of quiet. He's not that loud. And it's pretty much Edison and the Deborah is at each other.
Yeah. Me and Horn just.
I was rooting for Edison to make it to UPenn. She will harass Deborah.
Deborah
every day.
so much.
And I really, at the end of the year, I really like Natalie. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah, I do. The morning thing.
Yeah, she's really nice. She's very funny. Like, yeah, I didn't get to know
They
her.
did the squirrel dance thing.
I don't know, but she's really funny. She's just like, she's always so happy.
Couldn't be me.
You're not that bad.
But sometimes. No, I definitely have gotten closer to new people.
That's good.
What a year.
It's a senior year. Last year.
Last year, what? Come on, that was a good one.
Well, at least you laugh about
Wait,
it.
what's that one? Yes, it is. What do you want? Business? Yeah.
Well, that's my
Yeah, I see.
I'm not sure, like, what are we trying to prove?
Means value there?
Yeah.
We're trying to find a C, value of C, where is the slope of this tangent is equal to slope of those 2 points.
Alright.
Because we were looking at, I think it's question.
Is that mass times
Yeah.
acceleration?
Trying to see
It equals mu k.
Yeah, so
Times
think
mass.
about a slope between the two blocked out, right? How many times it had the same exact slope?
they would just
Like kind of generalizes it.
cancel mass. Right.
Really cool.
Yeah.
That's cool actually.
Wait, you can't do it. You
Um,
no.
okay, so you see this graph between those two. I don't know if this is a good one. Let me see. Like this, right? See that? You know, this happened. This is a slope. It's almost look like green line, and at this point, it's probably look like green line right here. And after that, no.
Equals
So yeah, it's like parallel. That just makes sense. Though.
negative friction.
Does that make sense?
So you said negative friction.
So when does that have its
If
accent
the
slope?
net force in the x direction is negative friction kinetic, this is mass acceleration. So and then you put it's cool. Then you plug that into the kinetic.
It'll be like, when you final velocity is 0, and the velocity is 2, before 2
Yeah.
Matthew, where's your toga?
Oh, you don't see it?
How do you not see it, Mitchie?
Huh?
How do you not see it?
He was literally there, like,
Wait.
and everything.
Right? It's
Yeah.
But I think that's negative.
No, I feel like the population with the answer, even based on the population.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure it's yeah.
I mean, if we use 9.8, it's like self-managed, it'd be like 81.
Yeah. But that's what like Christian is. You know? But yeah, that's fun.
And then, okay, the rankings can work. From the largest also. Would B be the largest, right?
Yeah.
Why? Is it because it has like it has a full yeah, so it's
Kind of, yeah.
Harold, are you mad at me? Well, I say your hair look like Travis. It's okay if you're mad. I'm sorry. Okay.
That my mom, like cutting it, she cut a little bit too much on the back, but she had to even it out.
I was gonna say I apologize if I was being mean. I wasn't being mean. I was just like being myself. I have no filter.
I have my full arm's length right now because I'm holding it.
So you're officially accepted?
Officially. So they sent me a thing that says I'm a letter of assurance.
So that means
If I complete my application, I accepted. So basically, I need the nomination to complete my application and my medical stuff.
So did Marco Rubio says yes?
Well, it takes like a little longer. It's gonna take them like a few weeks.
So-
So I'll find out in a few weeks, hopefully.
I think you just push it.
Before.
You wanna add more representatives?
Yeah, I have an interview tomorrow with Maxwell Frost. My
Okay.
Yeah, we can mess with it.
You have a meeting tomorrow?
meeting tomorrow. Yeah.
He probably will do it.
What?
He probably will do it.
Yeah, but I think we might get Rubio's. Honestly, I thought I did a really good interview. No. But so usually, if I were to apply and get the nomination, around 5,000 or 6,000 people get that, and then out of those 6,000, it's like 1,400 they actually pick. So if I get to be one of those 6,000, I'm automatically. That's No, I'm wearing shorts. a really rare thing, so it takes away a bit, but I still got it.
So you won't know until maybe a month?
Probably around, yeah. Maybe.
I wouldn't put it past these like
How about Rick Scott?
No, you can't.
See, Rick Scott, my interview with him, I had to do it online virtually, so it wasn't like a real interview.
like the whole city.
Maybe they would give it to me. Rubio, I actually felt really good about it.
What kind of question do you ask?
They had basic questions, but then they looked into my application and thought I asked about specific stuff that I would. I coached a Little League baseball team. They asked me a little bit. They asked me the Rick Scott guy. It was like, if you're going into battle, what is more important, the morality of your team or the success of the mission?
Ooh,
And
that's a. Hold on, no, let me think about it. How would I answer that one?
I couldn't tell if he said morality or mortality. So, because then he kind of was like, well, if your team gets like brutally murdered, is that acceptable? And yeah, you have to go in or you have to do what you're told. But if you said, I thought you said morality first, so I said, well, being that the team is most important. Being able to be successful.
Because the morality is actually a harder question than mortality.
I answered it about morality, and then I think kind of I didn't fumble my
They want to answer from the heart.
Yeah.
That's not a question. They want to see how you manage under pressure. So it's not because anything else. So what was supposed to be the question?
I think it's mortality.
Yeah, but why would you choose?
I think he's basically saying if you're going into a mission, you know you're gonna get murdered, you just back out.
This is the
Stay
one
alive
day
and
of
you
the
go
year
in
when it's acceptable to
to like
pull shirtless.
contribute to a positive success of the mission, even though
Don't
you're
get like play with taking advantage.
basically, would you put your life on the line? I think that's what it is.
He won't have a sheet.
Okay, so have a seat.
Should I?
Yeah.
Stole it out of my hand and took some.
All right, so Yulia, is Yulia here?
No, I don't know. This is way too much.
Is Yulia here? I haven't seen Yulia for a while. I haven't seen Yulia. All right, so Man was just telling me about the interview question. You want to share with everybody?
Yeah, so if you're taking an army into battle, what is more important, the morality of your team or the success of the mission?
Success. That was an interview question.
That was an interview question for Rick Scott.
I could have misinterpreted. It was either morality or mortality. I think he said morality.
Oh, that's a big difference.
But that's a good question, though. Either one is good.
Because if it's morality or success, it's definitely success. Why would you? Well, I mean, it depends. When it comes down to it, the U.S. Army doesn't care about morality. Yeah. Like in terms of PR, they have to. Clearly, there's some stuff they're going to do. You know. Did you already answer?
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago.
What did you say?
I said at first like you're only as strong as like your like weakest link in the pack, so like you need to make sure you have like a good bond with your team before you can have a chance of success at a mission. So you need to go in like with a strong team and make sure everyone's like has a good team chemistry, and that would contribute to the success. So I didn't really answer that at first.
You didn't really answer the question, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think I brought it together by that.
Oh, you did?
I
Okay.
can't remember exactly what I said. brought it
Rick Scott asked you that?
together. Yeah.
Wait, Rick Scott personally asked you that
It
question?
was his board.
Wait, he's not the one to interview you, or he's.
It was his board. I honestly, it was like a bunch of like blurry faces, and I couldn't hear what like when they introduced themselves. Like, yes.
But you could have asked, can you restate the questions? Well, can you
It was my first interview. My second interview was on team.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to go through a couple tries.
It was an online interview, so
But did you meet Mark Rubio personally?
no, I didn't see him. He wasn't there.
It's also online.
No, I went in person that he selects
Oh, okay.
for Navy.
He's ex-Navy, right?
Mark Rubio is not ex-Navy. He's a really shitty football player. No, I read his online profile. He didn't even go to like UF. He went to Santa Fe.
Did you read that on Wikipedia?
Marco Rubio was a football player?
Yeah, he was a very shitty football player and he got hurt. And then he decided to go to law school, and then he had to start with community college. So for me, like, he's pretty impressive because he started with community college and went to Santa Fe and then go to UF and graduate of law school. All right, so homework questions. I know I posted homework before. I realized nobody did that one. The first one, the day before.
Oh,
Okay. And I posted again the second one. So both of them is gonna be part of a. Okay, any question that you guys need help with?
62. I did not. What's your angle away? You know?
David, what? Did you ask that before? Oh no, not right now. Let's finish math first. 62 is easier than you think.
You can just change it because it's equal to 1 minus cosine squared x, right?
62 is easier than you think.
No.
Kelly,
Huh?
go away.
Oh, wait, that's easy. It's 1 minus.
You said phone away, Mr. Yes.
I tend to be 162.
No, if you do 1
I thought you would listen to music, jamming in the background.
I can make my head.
I tried messing around and I couldn't figure
No,
out.
if you do 1 minus 2.
couldn't see like a way.
Okay.
Shove
No,
it, you split it, and then you straight up split it.
Yeah, so do 1 minus 2 cosine squared x, then over cosine x, split them to 1 over cosine x, and then you do minus 2 cosine squared x over cosine x. You get x, and then just the integral.
Oh, wait. Stupid.
You just split them up and make integral. Are you okay, Mr. Yin? Are you okay?
No.
Yeah.
What?
No, I mean,
Yeah, you'll get
Remember that time you got cut by the fence on your leg and it was like a big gap? Walking the path, I was feeling like, are you okay? She's like, I'll be fine.
He looked at Ellen and he said, yeah.
all right. So, questions.
Oh, how is this? I forgot.
I don't think 62 is that bad.
No. We have to do a slope field. I forgot how to do it. How do we do slope field?
It's something weird.
So convert one of them using Pythagorean identity.
Yeah, but
This one on the board. Wait. And just like confirm me, okay? So
Yeah, how about the one before?
wait, like the one.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 over x.
I don't take very many photos. Yeah.
The one before?
Memorize. It's like LN. I don't know how to get the photo out of it.
Do you
Yeah, because you're dividing by 1 over x. So you multiply by.
oh, I just do it like this. And then internalize and then
Over 0.
Plug in. But then, okay, try to, okay, let's just say it was like 6 4. First, I had to change the bounds, right? So, it would be 1 over 6, right? And 1 over 4. But then, when I finished it, I would have to switch it because it's like,
Wait, why is it?
oh, you want to do it. Hold on.
It would be ln6 for. Because you're gonna see because it's not. Yeah. So it would be 2ln. 2ln.
Oh,
No, minus. Minus.
No,
Minus. Yeah. Minus. L.
then if I just simplify it to square, so I would do 6 squared and then divided by ln.
I don't know. Because
Because
you have to keep the natural log as you have.
I never solved it.
You could have been like an
I got to that. My fucking it's like 81 or something.
You have to keep. It would be like ln of a over b. So that would be ln of 6b. Right? ln of like put parentheses ln of 6 over ln of 4. Parentheses.
62? Yeah.
That's the right answer.
That's finish shit. Because I didn't know where to go.
What questions that? What questions that? Which questions that?
68. I was making sure. Then this would just change from 4 to 2.
I need to write this down.
Check your calculator, see if it's right.
Let me grab it.
Bruh.
-1/2 natural
Don't worry, Beta. I'll love you.
What? Huh? What'd you say?
You're gonna outlive me?
Wait, what?
So I'm gonna die before you?
No, I'm just gonna die after you.
What? Huh?
Basically saying he's gonna when I'm 100, he's gonna be like
So you
he's gonna outlive.
I'm tough as nail.
Where did that come from?
Bro, Mitch is like that person who thinks he's like invincible. Like,
But he always has Alzheimer's.
no, Mitch thinks like Captain America. Really, bro. He's like,
Well, if he forgets that he will die, then
Why not? Might as well.
how? Okay, like, let me check. Wait, would my answer be parentheses or after the Because how do you know? Okay.
All right. Any question we need to go over? 56. 56. You need to know what's the integration of cosecant of x. All right, fine. 56. 56 is pi over 4 and pi over 8 of cosecant of 2 theta minus cotangent of 2 theta. D theta. So I will probably do u equal to 2 theta, du equal to 2 theta, and then that's going to be 1/2 integration of cosecant of u minus cotangent of u du, and this one is going to be pi over 2, and this one is going to be pi over 4. Is that okay? So pi over 4. I put 1/2 in the front. Is that okay? 1/2 ln integration of that is what? It's negative, right?
Yeah.
CSC of u plus COT of u minus, what's the integration to cotan? Natural log of sine of x. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And
Would you
between
rewrite it?
between pi over 2 to pi over 4. So 1/2 this one you're gonna plug in negative natural log of CSC of pi over 2 minus plus COT of pi over 2 minus ln of pi over 2. Ln sine of pi over 2. And the minus, but it's gonna be all negative, so it's gonna be what? Plus, is that okay? Ln of CSC of pi over 4 plus COT of pi over 4 minus ln of pi over 4. Minus ln sine of pi over 4.
Yeah.
Plus, right? So therefore it's 1/2. What's the natural log of cosecant of pi over 2? It's 1, right?
Because it's a beautiful day out.
Plus cotangent of pi over 2. What is cotangent of pi over 2? 0. Minus ln of sine of pi over 2, which is also 0. Plus, then it's going to be here ln of, what's cosecant of pi over 4? 2 over root 2. Plus 1, right? Because cotangent of pi over 4 is 1. Plus ln of sine of pi over 2, so it'll be ln of square root 2 over 2. And pretty much this is gonna go 0, 0, 1/2 ln of 2 over root 2 plus 1. They can times together because they are plus. Right? So it will be 1/2 ln of those two can times together is what? So it's 1 plus root 2 over 2. Yeah, I think that's probably my final answer. Unless I make some dumb mistake. Any other questions? I like 52. I don't know if you guys know how to do 52. I like 51 as well. I like 43. A lot of people didn't know how to do 43. Do you guys know how to do 43? 44 is pretty good too. Uh, so 43 need to be asked or no? 43, yeah, why not? Dy dx is equal to 2x over x squared minus 9x between 0 to 4. I want to find out differential equation. That means, what do you have to do here? You can move the dx, but something need to be done first to make it your life easier. Take out x. So a lot of time you have a math that you can do. So this cancel out. So dy equal to 2 over x minus 9 dx. Integrate on both sides. So that's going to give you y is equal to 2 natural log of x minus 9 plus c. In between 0 to 4, so it'll be 4 equal to 2 ln. Natural log of 9 plus c, I think. So 4 equal to ln of 81 plus c. So c is equal to 4 minus ln of 81. At least that's what I got. So y equal to 2 ln of x minus 9 plus 4 minus ln of 81. Let me check the answer, see if that's right. 52. Number 52, hold on a second. Oh, 43. My dumbass. Oh, they didn't even find out what value C is.
What?
43, hold on a second. Let me see, 43. So you cancel the x. Once you cancel the x, you're gonna do ln of x minus 9. And you plug in 0, so it'll be 9. So ln 81. Yeah, that's what I got.
That's right.
Yeah. Next question. 46 is also a good question. 46 has the double integrals. Not double integral. You have to go from f double prime of x to f prime of x and change f prime of x to f of x.
Dude, for 44, what was the second part? Because it says pi, but then it then
Pi comma 4.
4?
You set u equal to the bottom.
Yeah.
So
I
be
couldn't see the
natural log of tangent of t plus 1 plus c.
And you had pi. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, how do you do the slope? I think that's 48.
You just have to find particular solution because they give you a point. They also ask you to integrate that. So u equal to natural log of x.
1 over x. Find out. The ln x squared. So we just sketched through the curve and that's
Yeah, so you can find out the c. All right, we're gonna move on. Okay, so let me ask you how to take integral of all those things so we can be done with this. So start with the e to the 3x plus 1 dx. Because integration e to the x is equal to what? E to the x plus c, right? Yeah. Integration e to the u du is what? E to the u plus c. But du has some change, right? So you gotta be careful with that. So what's integration? Actually, I don't like this. Let's do integration of negative 3x. What's the integration of e to the negative 3x?
Isn't it just negative e to the negative 3x?
You're not thinking. The thing is better. You just first thing come to your mind. You make that decision.
Negative e over 3 to the negative 3x.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to tell me. You're supposed to process before you tell me. I feel like like a lot of you guys are just think about the first thing comes in your head. Don't think about first thing comes to you. You're not trying to be first one to finish your problem. You try to be slow and steady when the race.
Negative 1/3 e to the negative 3x plus x.
Yeah, the same was Veda got second time. Because there was a u equal to negative 3x, right? Du equal to negative 3 dx and du over negative 3 equal to dx, like this. And you have to go into integration of e to the u du over negative 3. So it'll be 1 over negative 3 e to the u du. Is that okay? Okay. How about integration of e to the square root x over square root x dx? Anybody know what happened to Yulia? Is she sick? Ilya, do you know what happened to Julia?
No, that's kind of.
I'll text her.
Well, you do have her whole number? Oh, okay.
allegation.
But you
Yeah. Are you reading the allegations? You're not reading the
Maybe you are not one to talk.
Oh. No.
You guys got this? Devin, you got this?
I got
Charlie? Just always anticipate U and DU. Don't just blindly substitute the U in there. Think about what DU is going to be. Is that going to be presented to help you? You have to start establish that part of thinking. U equal to what? Square root of x. Good. So du equal to 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 dx. So that's going to be 2 square root of x du equal to dx. So that's e to the u square root of x times 2 square root of x du. And it cancels out nicely. That's going to be 2e to the square root of x plus c. Is that okay?
Yes.
What?
But it was U is square root x, so why is it not the denominator?
I mean, it's still like that. It's still, because think about it, if you derive it, you still get you can go back to school.
I don't substitute because I want them to cancel out.
You can do that.
I can substitute. Yeah, as long as. What do you mean?
You always have to substitute U whenever it's U.
And you can choose not to. You can be there and not there.
But eventually you know that's gonna cancel out. That's what I'm trying to say.
Like the other one's you. They're both. You're right. You're right.
It just has to be a certain.
Oh, you could have been two. Yeah, you could have been 2u du dx, and then that, and there'll be e to the u. Either u over u. Sorry. So you still cancel out regardless what happened. It's like it doesn't matter what happened first. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Don't worry about it.
Is that Ellen's takes it off?
Can you get your shit together?
Put the photo of this shit in the scene. Okay.
Oh.
Who's duking in the scene, bro?
Just focus, man.
You want to see the picture?
No.
Marcos. Y'all need to stop.
Okay, sorry. Do you want your marker?
Oh.
No. I'm about to throw you the next one.
Yo.
Need some NyQuil. Y'all get an answer?
Almost.
Yes.
Charlie's done? Devin, if Charlie's done and he's still not done, right.
Yeah, 11:30. What's 4? It's only back in 10 years.
Because like the E Ellen cancel. Oh. So it becomes like 1 plus E with 1 plus 6.
Okay. Yeah, because you have to divide it.
What?
What's the last time you bought?
This is different between Dungeons and Dragons.
I know, but I'm saying it's in metal.
No, I did get to.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so one last thing I want you to be able to do is e to the 2x plus 2e to the x minus 1 over e to the x dx. How do I integrate this? It's a pretty easy one.
From the derivative side?
Yeah. No, but literally it is.
Okay, Rita.
You should do algebra first. You guys know what to do, right?
I'm done.
You should change it to this and just simple questions.
Because either negative.
Is that okay?
Whoa. Plus C. Yeah, plus C. You can do that. That's it. Easy.
Wait. Oh. How can you just do that with the negative? The e to the negative.
You just flip it.
I do use up in my head.
That's okay, but then wouldn't the use of also apply?
No, remember, because you can split the integral.
You can choose which e to the x you do use of.
I can break up to integral.
Interval dx plus 2 minus. Oh.
Okay, last one that you need to know is there was an integration formula for this one. Now, a lot of you guys don't remember. It'll be 1 over ln of a to the x plus c. Now, today I'm also going to give you some derivative practice as well. But this time I'm going to talk about application, which is finding inflection point and finding maximum minimum. So this is just a review stuff. So how would I do integration of what? You got this? How would I do integration of this? We're just going through all the integration really fast. Monday, we're going to talk about inverse derivative and all the applications. And then Tuesday, we're going to talk about trig integrations, inverse trig integration, and then we're done with all the A-B integration. And wait, how much time I have? Good, I can teach you one more lesson. This is all easy. This is all review.
Yeah.
It's not like. So last one. How do I take a derivative of something, especially inverse function? Do you guys remember? Okay, so I'm gonna give you the equation. Says let f be a function. F U N C T I O N. How to spell function? And then G is the inverse of f. So G prime of x is equal to 1 over f prime of G of x. Yep, it's always on AP exam. It's always on BC exam as well. So here's a question. I'm going to give it to you. How do I take a derivative of the inverse functions? So you have to be able to switch inside your head. So for example, if I have f of x, it's equal to x cubed plus 2x minus 1. And I want to find out what is g prime of inverse of 2?
What is it?
Oh, sorry, g prime of 2. There's no g of x.
You want to solve for a number or just set it up?
No, you had to solve for a number. Hold on a second, let me think. I try to do it in my head, so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Anybody got it?
I got one.
Oh.
You find what value
Oh. Not that.
What time we get off here?
124.
We have 6 minutes. What do you mean about the ring? Should I go over with you?
Wait.
1 over
Oh,
5?
shit. This is 1. Yeah, so then it would be.
Brenda, you understand?
Yeah, I got 1 over
3. Okay. I'm gonna do 3 plus 1. Yeah, yeah. These 3 plus 2 is 1.
How many of you guys got it? Only 2? 3? Only 3 of you guys got it?
Use the cough drops I gave you. You want an apple?
I already eat like 3.
Don't eat too many. They give you. They don't make your stomach feel good if you eat too many. I found that out the hard way.
Oh, yeah, me too. I had 1 today.
What? What is that?
You eat it like it helps soothe your stomach and it's like
Oh.
I don't think his stomach is the pain. I think it's his lungs. You need to get your lungs checked. Or you need to get your like. Your really. Should you get the doctor? Did you have a relative at the doctor? One time.
All right, so since we want to x at 2 and we want to figure out what g of 2 is, right? So, and they are inverse to each other. So this go into the original function, this becomes 2. Does that make sense? Because this is the 2 at x for the inverse function. So can I just solve for 2 equal to here? And 3 equal to x cubed plus 2x. And sometimes there's no way to solve this except just think of a number. Only one that makes sense is 1. So x has to equal to 1. So this means this is 1. Does that make sense? And becomes g of 2 is equal to 1. So that's equal to 1 over f prime of 1. Does that make sense? So what's f prime of x? So that's equal to 1 over 3 times 1 squared plus 2. You have to know this formula.
How do you know that x is equal to?
I'm biting it.
What?
So the x value for f of x inverse this agreement, it's the y value.
It's like x equals.
So it's like
It's like x equals y cubed plus 2x2, and then x equals 2.
You just swap the x's and y. That's just what they're doing the opposite for each other. Yeah, they're just swapping x's and y. Okay.
So it's the x value for f of x is the
Okay, so g prime of 2 is useless here.
basically.
G prime of 2 is equal to 1 over f prime of g of 2.
But like in the actual final answer, it doesn't move.
It just tells you that x is 2.
What are you talking about?
I have no idea. Braga? Good? Armin? You sure? Nathan?
G prime of 2, why does that go to f of x like normal, not prime?
It's just the equation.
Like, why wouldn't the 2 work be like?
If it's g prime of 2,
Go to not prime.
It's the arguments for f prime.
Does that make sense? Marco?
You know what I mean?
What do you write about?
By the push of a button, Brian.
What? I didn't show anyone. I already know what's happening.
You didn't sign up for AP Classroom. I told you last time you didn't sign up.
I thought I did.
No, I don't see your name on the list.
Did I do it?
You're a pain in my ass. And where were you yesterday?
Let's see. Let's see. I did the homework though.
Do you understand them?
I had trouble with the last like 5 questions. 53 through 56. You okay?
No.
I'm sure taking the book with them. Oh, word.
Right here.
Okay.
I only have 16 keys in BC code. Actually, Yulia didn't sign up. Did Yulia sign up? Oh, let me check. Few people dropped. Yulia didn't register. My head's killing me. Oh my goodness. Where is my...
Students, 1 minute remaining until class.
Where's everybody? What?
Daniel.
Bob's actually in there.
That's already up already.
Move it. It's Bob's back.
Oh, I thought you said. Did the seniors say after school today, or?
I think 3:30 or something. There was like a tailgate for a football game.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Already, Bob?
Oh, no.
No, you guys should do okay.
80 out of 100. How much curve was there?
There's no curve. You just spend... Your curve was like you stay here for like 2 hours.
2 hours. I was here. That's exaggeration. You're lying.
Swear, you and Austin both here like 2 hours.
Hour 30.
Hour 30?
I was cooking during this
Oh,
one.
no, it was like an hour 20.
You were doing with the audio.
You can hear it.
Are she supposed to be at this show?
Yeah, are you supposed to be in swimming? Are you supposed to be in swimming?
No, my coach removed me from the varsity team because of my attendance. Because I don't show up to practice. I'm like one of the fastest kids on the team, but she removed me because of my attendance.
Who's the coach?
Man. She's like autistic. Like
no, from under
yeah. She's like slightly autistic. Okay. Well, no, it's crazy because I was ultimate captain, promoted, and then I'm JV. Champion, bro. Oh yeah.
No, you look terrible.
They took a picture of maybe a table. They took a picture.
You're terrible. Drink more of your water. You won't have half of it drink in 3 hours.
No, this is like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to burn.
Probably doing that, but it's really useless because you don't get enough recovery time.
Yeah.
Just overworking your muscle.
Like him, I literally don't care. I can walk out of the house.
Talk about time travel. You're like basically discussing like you know,
All right.
like time travel movies like the butterfly.
We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. We're just gonna finish most of the Calc 1 stuff today. Except the differential equation and the area and volume. So area and volume we're gonna spend maybe like 3 days. Differential equation we're gonna spend 3 days. So in probably 2 weeks of time we're gonna finish all the Calc 1 stuff. And then let me check the calendar. So hopefully we'll finish everything by here. And then we're gonna start all the BC stuff. And all of BC stuff. Hopefully we can finish all the things before the sequence in series. And by next January that we're gonna start with sequence in series. But BC stuff, I will probably I'm gonna like rush through all the stuff for AB. So as much as I can. Well, today we rushed through 3 different sections. They're all really easy. They are not hard. This is like just very straightforward stuff, integration stuff. And I'll give you some homework question that has something to do with derivative. So you guys have to know how to find inflection points, maximum, minimum, and all that. So I'm gonna record it for Yulia. Yulia's the only one's not here.